Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of the Faux Show. Today is Friday, November 1st. My name is Angela.
And my name is Chris.
And as most of you know, the Faux Show is not a real show. It is a social experience because I don't look at you. I look at the chat room which I have here on my iPad.
Oh, the chat room? I've got the chat room full screen on my screen.
And it's over there on a monitor where we can see ourselves.
Oh, okay. It's
on this monitor here, but it is in the best lower third on the internet.
Oh. Can I tell folks about the lower third?
Yes.
We have specially crafted this lower third. I took years of engineering in what we call the Skunk Works. I know that's new. We named it. We coined it. It's called the Skunk Works, where we built from, genetic material and computer parts, this lower third, which contains the brilliance of the JBLive.tv chat room, who has joined us this live on a Friday. And, look at that, holds our beverages. So, and I even see how I even built mine with that extra red little URL right there, just to hide it just a little bit.
Very nice.
So what are we talking about today, Ange?
So today it is, here comes the holidays.
What?
Yeah. We're mainly going to be talking about November, though. What? Wait,
There's a lot going on in November. It's a busy It's a busy month.
Yeah, I know. Well, I think a lot of people are going to think, they're going to talk about Christmas or but no Christmas.
No.
Not even a hint of it.
Not even a little bit of Christmas.
I might say Christmas at the end.
We just said Christmas.
Several times. Okay, well, so the first thing I want to do, Halloween was last night, and there is a everybody really enjoyed when I shared the Pinterest fails.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. In fact, somebody saw a blog where they covered a podcast where they covered fails, and they're like, "Oh, they got this from Angela."
Hey Ange.
What?
I feel like there's an elephant in the room that we should talk about before we start. Something's different in this show. Something.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. Okay, I forgot to put that in the show notes. So. But it's not a real show. Okay. Well, so I look different.
You got darker hair.
I have a different setup. Yeah.
It's weird too, because I see you out of the corner of my eye, like when we're walking through the house, and I'm like,
who is that?
I am like my penis brain's like, what? New woman in the house. Oh no, that's Ange. All right, double win. That's what happens when I see you now.
My penis brain.
It's like, ooh, new. Oh yeah, that's even better. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
I'm pretty excited to be doing the show with you today in multiple ways.
I just thought I'd put a little black in there because once you go black.
Wait a minute. Now this is going in a different direction. This is going to a different direction.
That was great.
Now.
Well, so anyway, yeah, I got rid of the blonde.
Yeah.
But in a couple months I'll probably put it back in. That was great. That's what she said. Okay. The other thing, I don't know if you guys were here last week for the pre-show that ended up being like 15 minutes long. I could not get this mic to stay in one place. And if you notice...
That's because it cuts off on the edge over there.
It's staying in one place.
Right. Yeah, right there. See? New mic stand.
New mic stand.
Actually, that mic...
It is. It feels so good.
That mic stand represents like when you run your own business, there's all these little things that cost you money, like $130 mic stands that like you just never plan on having to buy, and then all of a sudden the stand starts going out, so got to buy a $130 mic stand or else you can't do a show. Lots of little things like that. It's wonderful.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, constantly.
Just repeat that.
Yeah.
Times how many things are in here.
So you're welcome.
Or more.
I'm looking forward to taking that thing out for a spin on the Linux Action Show on Sunday. I think it's going to be nice.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, we've been dealing with something really horribly set up for a long time, actually.
So we got some Pinterest fails.
Yes. Okay, so they say Halloween Pinterest fails, but they're seasonal. Like they're November. There's still pumpkins around Thanksgiving and for the rest of the month. So this is the Expectation Surprise Pumpkin Pound Cake with a pumpkin. It's a pound cake, but you can see an orange pumpkin bread on the inside. And this is the person's attempt at it.
That is a pretty big fail. That looks like if I tried to make something.
I know, right?
Like this one time I tried to make almond flour biscuits, and like I was looking at this recipe online, I'm like, oh man, those look good, and they're totally paleo. I'm like all on board. And then they just came out like these glops of stuff from the oven. It was horrible.
Yeah. Arbulus is critiquing the fact that the mic does, the stand goes off the screen, but,
that's movie magic, actually. But look, we bought a house. We didn't know it had a subspace vortex in it when we bought the house. So what are you going to do?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. But on the plus side, you just shove one end of the mic stand into the subspace vortex and it just holds onto it. That's the new stand.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, so this is crock pot baked apples.
Okay, so far I'm following you. What's in the middle though?
It's like oatmeal and brown sugar and some spices like cinnamon and probably some nutmeg.
Oh yeah.
This is what
totally flat, totally smashed, totally ruined.
Exploded or something. Like really bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so pumpkin cake made from bundt cake moldings in ice cream cone.
Pretty clever, actually.
Yeah, it is. It's cute. And
it's not even the right color.
I know, and they put the wrong sides together.
Yeah, well, that's why it's a fail.
Partially, the icing is really horrible too. Glitter pumpkin.
That looks horrible.
I know it does actually. But
it was never a good idea to begin with.
It's a fake pumpkin. It totally looks like a fake pumpkin.
Yeah.
But they tried it on in real life pumpkin. Not so much.
Not so much. No.
All right, candy corn pumpkins made with spray paint.
Okay, that seems like out of all the things you've shown so far, the easiest.
Yeah.
Only you could have stray spray paint.
Yeah.
How to turn? Oh, yeah. Stray spray.
Yeah,
paint.
like
it dripped.
They must have been too close because it dripped. Cinnamon roll pancakes, not so much.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, I know. Well, but it didn't work out like that. Another bundt cake. It looks like a ghost on the inside, which is kind of cool. And it's okay. The one that they did, it just looks like wax dripped all over it. And then let's see. This is something I would have liked to do, a trash bag spider web. And I don't know how they did it all like connected like that, but it doesn't turn out that way. Let's see. Spooky spider cupcakes. Now, when people do like holiday cupcakes, whoa, I guess you guys know that he's not sitting there right now. Oops. Anyway, it's always like, oh, those look kind of good. And then you see pictures of their kids in it. And you're like, okay, I'm not touching that. How many times have you eaten something where you don't know, you have no idea that their kids were in it? And like, when my kids bake, like their hands are clean and whatever, and they do minimal things like stirring and stuff, like so that it's not like super gross, but like seeing a kid's hand in there, like forming cookies and stuff, like, bleh. There. So that was the before, and this is what they made. And see, I wouldn't eat that. I would not eat that. Homemade, not so much. Yeah, I made Chris invisible. He's hiding behind a green sheet. Blood fondue bar is a good idea. And this one looks pretty well executed, and everything's labeled all nice. Brittle bones for as pretzel sticks, and it looks like pound cake as sponge brains, and then some strawberries as something else. But then, but apparently something went wrong because you can see that the chocolate doesn't, or the red chocolate doesn't exactly flow right. And well, they didn't do pretzel sticks; they did pretzels, and then they have marshmallows there. Chevron painting pumpkins. You can see the ones in the picture. You can tell that the tape didn't pull up very easily, but when somebody else tried to do it, it really didn't pull up easily. Like they either must have used old paint that they found out in the garage that, they didn't shake well enough, or is just too old to be, good. Or maybe they just use the wrong kind of paint. Cigarette butts on the cupcakes, yeah. Oreo pumpkin pops. I don't know if I'd actually even make these, but there's caramel, or it looks like it's caramel around the Oreos. It's really horrible. All right. Melted crayons on the pumpkins. Fail. And spiderweb cupcakes that they look horrible. It looks like somebody sneezed their like allergy mucus on it. Gross. The snake wreath is kind of cool, but it's kind of obvious when you use lime green on a brown wreath. And then these are interesting. I don't understand how you'd even get these off of the wax paper. I guess it would harden, but I don't know. Whoever tried to replicate it didn't do a very good job, though.
I was thinking we should shift gears and talk about some holiday equipment or winter, colder equipment. You want me to talk about this for a minute? So I just picked up something new here in the studio. Here, let me frame this for you guys. Now, I don't know. I always try to figure out the best unit for this. something for me in my power requirements is it goes in its own circuit, so pulling a lot of power isn't a big deal. But I'll tell you what is a big deal is the sound it makes, and then being able to set a timer, because I always walk out and forget. So I got this long unit here, which is running under the length of this table. It spans the length of the table, and then so each host on each side of the table gets a little heat going, and you can dial in the temperature that you want. So like I set it to like 69 degrees or whatever. And $57 from Lasco. They call it a low profile. And the number one thing I like about it, totes silent, no sound at all. And I've liked to look at heaters that have fans and stuff like that. I don't know, they all add a bunch of noise, and sometimes they add some line buzz. So I'm kind of putting this one out there to the audience. If you guys have a good recommendation for maybe like an oil-based one, a long one that goes lengthwise of the setup, that would be ideal. Anyways, we'll have a link to this in the show notes. If you guys are looking for a heater, I give this a pretty hearty recommendation. We've got it here in the Jupiter Broadcasting studio, and it's been working pretty good for us. The one thing I wish I could set differently about it is I wish I had high, mid, and low, because sometimes I just kind of want like a nice steady heat. I don't want like full blast. Right. But otherwise, it's working pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, well, it was a little warm, but as it gets colder out, it'll be really nice, I think.
Oh, look at Garlic in the chat room.
Garlic?
He's knowing some of the detail, the lowdown. That's what I call him.
Oh, God. Garlic. All right, well, so the other thing that you guys might be aware of is, Linux Beards.
Yeah.
Right? LinuxBeards.com. They haven't had a post since September 18th, so
they need to get on
if you have a beard and you run Linux, get your beard on there.
Wait, is my beard on there? I don't know.
I don't think so. You can even put like a little story behind it. Anyway, I bring that up because in November there is Movember.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, Movember.
Do you think you might do that?
Well, no, Movember is about growing. I've already grown.
No, it's not actually.
What you talking about?
Wrong one. So Movember is it's awareness for different prostate and testicular cancer. What is it?
Causes.
Campaigns. Yeah, causes. And Mo Bros are guys that clean shave on the first day of November.
What?
Yeah.
No.
And they grow a mustache. Now, for whatever reason,
sure?
Maybe the chat room, the lower third can correct me, but they're spelling mustache M-O-U.
Mustache.
But it's supposed to be M-U.
Hold
right?
on. Hold on here. Hold
what?
on. No way, Ange. This is about growing your beard, and it's about not shaving your beard. It's not about a mustache.
It is about. That's why it's Movember.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
There's no shave November that you might be thinking of.
An official global charity, Movember's vision is to have an everlasting impact on the face of men's health. During November each year, Movember is responsible for the sprouting of millions of mustaches on men's faces around the world. Through the power of Mo, virtual funds and awareness are raised to combat prostate and testicular cancer and mental health.
Yep.
I'm sorry, not mental health. Oh yeah. Oh, and mental health challenges.
Okay, so here's the thing: you sign up for their you sign up for the cause and get people to donate like $1 for you to do it or whatever, and that's how they make their money. They have charts, pie charts, and whatever on their website about where the money goes. About 83% actually goes to the cause, and then it lists what the other breakdowns are.
Okay.
So, and obviously, anybody can make a chart and say that's what we do.
Is it ridiculous that I'm a little disappointed that it's only the stash? Because that just doesn't. It's not enough.
Well,
go full beard.
Well, here's the thing.
Maybe stash is a little easier to grow. Maybe that's what it is.
Women are attracted to men with mustaches.
That is so crap.
No.
If dude is totally shaved and he's just totally rocking, okay, all shaved, nothing but a stash. You're telling me that doesn't look like 1960s up in here, 1970s?
You're saying facial hair is an era.
I'm saying just the stash.
No. I don't think so. I don't know.
You
well,
think?
Anyway, this is just fun facts put together about mustaches.
I'll judge after you read.
Okay. Mows make you look stronger and will scare off an opponent.
Maybe
Beards are for the weak and lame.
Mustaches. Beards are for the weak and lame?
Yeah, took you a second.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Let's see. Gentlemen have always worn mows. The term barbarian was applied to men who wore beards because they were a lesser type of man. Sorry, did I forget to mention that mustaches are anti-beard?
Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the 70s other than the style.
Okay, well, a mow will make you richer. Beards are for beggars.
These are manufactured facts.
I think they are. And that's the great thing about the faux show, right?
Faux facts.
Well, get this. Yeah. All right. Mows will make you smart. Think Albert Einstein, right? There are between 10,000 and 20,000 hairs on a man's face. That's kind of crazy. There are only 4 U.S. presidents known for bearing mustaches. Let's see. The rest have been clean shaven. And then there's a great thing.
All right, I got to ask the chat room.
What?
I'm gonna while you go through that, I'm gonna drop a straw poll right now. Stash or beard? Stash or beard?
Okay.
And they got to vote. We got to figure this out.
Firemen are not allowed to have facial hair because it prevents breathing equipment from fitting properly, which makes sense. And it perplexes, it fascinates, it amuses, and repulses. Glorious is the mustache. But so there's something funny about this. They say that only 4 presidents have had hair.
Mustache face hair.
Yeah. Mustaches.
Not hair in general.
I know. So apparently they're not as smart.
Wow.
And they, the rest aren't, attractive and they're not richer.
I have started a straw poll with our chat room. I have said stash or beard. First option is full beard. I want to get lost in that face hair. You like that one?
I do.
You did like that one, huh? Second one is just the stash, sir. So far, the beard is dominating the stash.
Oh my gosh.
Dominating the stash right now. Just saying.
Wow.
Just pointing that out.
Okay.
All right.
Shall we move on?
Yes.
And we'll check back on that poll.
That's right.
So the other thing is NaNoWriMo. Do you know about that?
Ringing a bell.
Okay. It's National Novel Writing Month.
Oh, yes.
The whole month.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Tell me about this.
People use it as a challenge who've been sitting on their keister about writing a book. It's like
No.
Well, I'm saying some people use it as a challenge. Like, all right, now I'm just going to write something every single day, and we'll just see how far I get.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
There's you can track your progress. This is another thing that you register for the whole month. They have 234,000 novelists. It's kind of a neat thing. So it's for the full 30 days, and I guess that's pretty much it. So if you don't like writing, if you don't plan to write a novel, you don't want to do your memoir yet, or
Can we go back to something?
What?
So do you find a man with just a stash to be attractive?
I like facial hair.
Yeah, I know. This is why you won't let me shave this.
You won't let you shave it.
No, I've shaved, and you're like, you should probably grow it back. You were like that.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go there. You want it.
Well, I like it too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I think you like it too.
I think it looks better on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I had just the stash, I don't think you'd like it as much.
Well, there was this funny comic that I just saw the other day. I wish I would have grabbed it. And it was like this really manly man with a beard, and then he shaved it for Movember, and then the final sequence picture, he looks like a boy. Which I probably shouldn't laugh.
This guy.
Anyway,
This guy.
but yeah.
This guy. Yeah.
You?
This guy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. If I showed you guys a picture of him without a mustache and beard, like from when we first met.
Well, I am younger. By a lot.
Okay.
I mean, I would look like a young guy because I am a young guy in
All
that
right.
picture.
All right. Well, yeah. No, but still. Still.
Yeah. Well,
all right.
I did it recently. There's a Beer is Tasty where
Oh, yeah.
I'm without. Should I try to find? I'll try to find out why you.
But you're also pretty well overweight in that one.
Well, thanks, sweetheart.
You are. Dude, last time we saw it, you were like, oh my gosh. Okay, so the other thing is, if you don't want to write a novel,
I can't hear you over my crying.
NaBloPoMo. That's the first time I've tried to say that out loud.
NABLA. That sounds like
NABLO.
National
Pomo.
Association of Boy Love.
That's NAMBLA. So National Blog Post Month. Okay?
Okay, national. So this is like, you could get in on this. Like, I need the blog.
So this is another one where you can register. These are all the people that have registered. And just at the bottom of this list, you put your name and your URL, and it posts right here. And people that are doing this, they can also look at your blog, which is really cool. It's like a whole community right there. You just post something every day. It doesn't have to be like a full like blog post. You could just say, I don't like mac and cheese, and then the internet will hate you forever. It could be a picture, it could be whatever. So
That's true.
yeah.
All right, I'm close. I'm really close. God, you're right. I am super overweight.
Right?
I can't find it though.
I
can't
know.
find it. Maybe somebody in the chat room has a link. Let me know. Toss it my way. I just searched on YouTube, but I'm getting a whole bunch of beer commercials on YouTube. So that's no good.
This?
That's no good. But there is a video out there you can see for yourself semi-recently. Well, now a few years ago.
All these links are in the show notes, by the way. If you go to jupiterbroadcasting.com/FauxShow, shows/FauxShow. Wait,
Yes.
just go to jupiterbroadcasting.com, drop down shows,
Click on the faux.
click on the faux.
Because you're going to want to see these.
Here's the next KCD. That's
Okay, this one
fun.
you might want to see.
Yeah. So the first guy, there's two guys. One's on a laptop, one's reading a book, and they're back to back, or not facing each other. And one says, "Do you know? Did you know November is Tongue Awareness Month?"
Tongue awareness, is that legit?
And the other person's working, and then he stops, and then he's on the laptop, and he says, "I hate you." And then the other guy says, "Enjoy the next 4 weeks."
I don't get it.
The point is, like, when you say, "Did you know that you swallow every 20 seconds or 5 seconds?"
Or blink.
Then you focus on, okay, did I just blink?
Yeah,
I just blinked.
I got you.
So like Tongue Awareness Month, November. There
Yeah,
you go.
I got you. I got you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Let's see. And then we also have here's a breakdown because it's about here come the holidays. November 5th is bonfire night in the UK. Representing.
They have a bonfire night?
Yeah, we're representing the world audience.
Gosh, I wish I got a bonfire night.
So here's the thing. Apparently, and I probably have this story wrong, so haters don't be hating. This is a faux, okay? But apparently there was like this Gawks guy, Gawkes, that was going to attack something, and he was caught before he was able to. And so every year on November 5th, there are I don't know if it's country or city or whatever, sanctioned bonfires. Sponsored even. Like there's companies that
hey y'all, let's
contribute.
burn.
Yeah, let's burn stuff.
And yet they bust our balls for 4th of July.
Well, and they have fireworks that day too, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all because they caught a guy that was going to sabotage something. Yep. So here's that is the picture I was talking about.
Angela Fox was going Oh,
I'm sorry.
it's
Fox.
Guy Fawkes. Oh, V for Vendetta. We should watch that.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Yeah, you should watch that. Okay. Yeah, remember the 5th of November. Aha. Yep, that rings a bell.
I'm glad the audience is aware because I was not.
Remember.
All right. So November 11th is Remembrance Day.
It's got your girlfriend in it, Natalie Portman.
For a lot of country, your girlfriend.
I don't know.
Whatever. And then it's known as Veterans Day here in the U.S.
Very good. Hold on. There's a special day.
Hold on.
There's a special day.
You weren't supposed to see.
Okay, I won't say anything. Can I say something?
I wasn't going to say something. Well, there's something really dirty in November.
Dirty? Oh.
The chat room.
How about you learn? It's only been 151 episodes where the buttons haven't changed.
More. Actually, well, I guess Jeremy kind of helped with the change. It's my dirty 30.
What does that mean, dirty 30?
I don't know. It just rhymes like terrible twos and thrashing threes.
Sounds like you do.
Well, so there's some e-card, and it's, you're turning dirty 30 for a girl that's been dirty for several years. So, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I turned 30 this month.
That's exciting. How do you feel about that?
I don't feel about that.
Does that feel like a big number to you?
It does. Well, no, I just don't want to. I don't want to.
Is that why you I noticed today you're like, oh, it's November. Oh, it's November.
No, I just can't believe it's November already.
That is crazy, isn't it?
I just did our taxes, and the year is almost over.
You want to know sort of the depressing thing?
I know a lot of depressing things, but okay.
I think the reason every year it feels shorter is because it's it represents less and less of your life.
That's what she said.
I don't get it.
It's shorter.
I don't.
It's less. Get off my face.
I don't understand what's so funny, Ange. Hold on. 30 is the new 40 anyways,
30
really.
is the new 40.
And honestly, at this point,
Whoa! Okay, wait. 30 is the new 40, huh?
I can't wait till you hit menopause. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Oh, thanks.
Well, I'm just saying.
What?
Let's get practical.
30 is the new 40. So, you know what that sounds like is that I'm going to be 10 years more frail because I'm 30.
No. They're saying that 40 is when you hit 40, that's what it used to be to turn 30.
I know.
But they always say that to make you feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not true.
All right. Also going on in, November is Thanksgiving for the U.S. It's on November 28th, which is really strange, right? It's always around my birthday. I think last year it was a day before, a day after my birthday.
Good, because it's always such
No, I have to wait a whole week to celebrate my birthday with my family.
So let's see here. So the 28th is a Thursday. Uh-oh.
Well, it's always the fourth Thursday of the month.
Damn it. We got to work that out.
Oh.
I know.
Yeah, well, so thankfully, in Canada, the Thanksgiving is October, second Monday in October.
Yeah.
And I
They've
know
already had
that.
it.
I know that because, no, I can't remember the facts, but I looked them up before the show, I promise.
They have a
Something
full-on...
about changing the date because Thanksgiving landed it's the same as another day, and so they just changed it.
All right.
All right. The next day is Black Friday, of course, and the next Monday is Cyber Monday, which is December.
Yeah.
December 2nd is Cyber Monday, which is weird to have Cyber Monday not be in November. And it means that Thanksgiving is like 3.5 weeks away from Christmas.
I feel like cyber... Oh, wow.
Yeah, instead of 4. I just
that's
put
a
my
lot
thumb
of...
up with that. That's 4.
That's a lot of family at once. I'm just saying.
I know.
That's a lot of family.
I know.
I feel like Black Friday's really where it's at. Cyber Monday's a gimmick.
Yeah.
Because the online stores can do big sales on Black Friday, too.
Yeah.
They all do.
Yeah.
It's just actually it's kind of better because you get like double the deals.
Yeah.
Double the deals. All right. Well, I know
All
we have a mail sack we want to conjure up. So, hey, Ange, if you could send a letter to the visuals department so that way they could queue up the really expensive visuals for this week's episode segment of
Yep, I did.
the Jupiter mail sack.
I'm so good at that.
Pay you so much for that.
All right, new subscriber writes. I was lucky enough to stumble across BSD Now a couple weeks ago, which was great.
New episode. Hold on, I just got to give it a quick plug. Episode 9 went out last night. Interview with a guy at the Open BSD project who works on the PF firewall, which is like one of the finest firewalls on the planet.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then had a had an everyday's Christmas experience as I discovered TechSnap, then Last, Linux Unplugged, Coder Radio, and even Plan B. Really hope it comes back. The show episodes have been deliciously tech info dense. The show notes are invaluable, and Chris is truly exceptional and brilliant talent.
Who me?
Yeah. I truly appreciate and enjoy the consistently high level of tech competent hosts and co-hosts in the Jupiter shows, especially Alan Jude. I had already been planning to subscribe, but procrastinating until I heard the subscription drive appeal on Unfilter 73. Fantastic coverage of NSA Story, by the way.
Thank you.
I subscribed then and there through Amazon. I won't say his name. Hope to be able to up the funding level in the future to help keep the Jupiter awesomeness flowing. Money is a little tight right now in our home, but all the expenditures have to pass through the wife committee process. But getting vendor approval is the first step. Jupiter Broadcasting is in.
Nice.
Keep up the awesome work.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
And then Matthias writes, have noticed that Chris abbreviates versus VS and not VS period.
That is too funny.
But this makes no sense because he thought the dot in Dr. Pepper was missing.
So interesting.
I'm not done.
Oh, okay. Well, all right, because I really want to touch on the versus thing.
Okay.
Because, all right, if we can get back to it, that's good.
Okay, so he says, is Alan influencing Chris's spelling? If so, great work, Alan. And I must point out, and he must have done this on purpose, but he typed GRATE, which is not a word.
No. So if we go to...
Wait. So then he says, abbreviations, when you just write the first and last letter, can be written like V:(S) outside the U.S. So that wouldn't apply to us. But only abbreviations where you keep the first couple letters, like ABBR period, are allowed to end with a dot inside or outside the U.S. Outside the U.S.
Oh, it's already cleared off.
Oh, okay.
No, I removed the dot simply. It's funny because I thought, should I do the dot? Should I not do the dot on a title we did recently? But I kept the dot, or I removed the dot just because I figured less characters is better in a title, and because it's only 2 letters, I thought it was safe.
Yeah. Okay, so the last thing in the mail sack, huge friend. That's what he put it as
That's a good name.
as his name in the contact form.
Who doesn't want a huge friend?
Hey, Chris, I've heard you say flux isn't working. Is that right?
F.lux, yeah.
F.lux for you on Arch, which I haven't tried yet because I'm always with Arch. I don't know what that means. Anyway, does it work in console? Anyway, with Ubuntu 13.10.
Oh, CLI, command line.
Oh, okay. It works with CLI, but yes, the plugin doesn't work. I just enter ./xflux space minus Z, your zip code here.
Yeah, Xflux works.
Suppose you could cron it
Yeah.
and you're good to go.
That's what I do.
F.lux is an essential part. Then he has little dashes. These are the 5 dashes he has.
I'm ready.
Love your shows, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Girlfriend and I have wine on the faux show. Good fun.
Hey, all.
Congrats on the newborn. We support Jupiter. Ciao.
Wow. So,
Isn't that great?
F.lux, that is very great. Thank you. I want everybody to go get F.lux. Just try it out tonight. Because it works on the Macintosh, it works on the Windows platform, and
What is it,
obviously
though?
it works on the Linux platform. Have you ever been in my office at night and noticed that my screens are kind of orange?
Yeah.
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 So right as the sun sets, that's why he says put in your zip code. Right as the
right.
sun sets, all of the screens in my office change to a different color temperature that is much easier on the eyes. But on top of that, you're probably familiar with, and I don't know if this is actually true, but what I do know is true is a lot of light into your eyeballs before bedtime tells your brain that the sun's still up and it's time to get up. We all know that. We've all heard that, right? So there is now new research that shows you can actually change the color of that light and the temperature of that light, and the brain processes it differently. So
Wow.
it also, if you've been staring at a bright screen all day long like I do, it helps to sort of have it turn down. So F.lux is a program that runs in the background, and as the sun sets in your area, it adjusts, and you can have it adjust over the period of an hour, or you can have it adjust immediately. What's cool about it is, like when Chase and I are doing Unfilter, we got like 5 or 6 screens going while we're doing that show, and at once, all of the screens during the show all shift to a different
That's
color
awesome.
temperature. Yeah.
So it doesn't do it during the day at all.
No.
And is it for any OS?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And when you and like if you wake up early enough before the sun rises, it's still in effect. And then as the sun
Nice.
comes up, like it's so cool because I like have my window, like I'll have my
Yeah.
blinds open. As the sun comes up, my monitors also change color. It's much
Wow.
easier on the eyes. So it's
Wow.
F.lux, and if you're up late looking at your screen, go check it out. It's totally free.
So I kind of failed. Guyark asked what Black Friday was.
Oh.
So yeah, Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving because in the U.S. Thanksgiving is always on the 4th Thursday of the month. Black Friday is that very next day where everybody goes out and buys all their Christmas stuff.
Do you know why they call it Black Friday? Retailer. It gets the
No.
retailers into the black.
Oh,
on their-
okay.
on their
yeah,
ledger.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is it for this episode of the Faux Show. We will see you next week. Don't forget, you can catch recent episodes of the Faux Show on
JupiterBroadcasting.com/Faux Show.
Also, get them on demand in the iTunes store. Search for Faux Show.